This is not the video that I want to be recording right now, but about a month ago I posted a video explaining that things were going wrong and people said they wanted to see more of that. They want to know what it's like when things do go wrong living this full-time RV lifestyle. So here we are about a month later and things are falling apart again. This all started yesterday. We were in Eastern Oregon, it was 100 degrees, and we noticed that our solar panels were not charging our batteries. So we shut everything off, turned it back on, still wasn't doing anything. We had some sun. We should have been bringing in at least a little bit of power, we just weren't. Then when we were in full sun, as we were driving yesterday, it was charging the batteries extremely slowly. So we knew something was wrong. Problems just sort of escalated last night. Our inverter charger overheated. We've had some weird stuff going on with our AC. It's dripping from the return vent, so we need to get that addressed. That's a totally unrelated situation. Also, not related to the solar, but our truck started having issues yesterday as well while we were driving on the highway. In this video, I will be showing you as we try to fix things. This isn't a how you should necessarily fix things because we don't know. This is all new to us. We're gonna do our best because we're supposed to be back on the road. We were supposed to be back on the road today, but we decided to stay here where we are another day to try to work on some of this stuff. So on our to-do list, we have check the solar panels on the roof. Got to make sure the connections are secure. It's too hot to get up there right now, so we got to wait a little bit. We got to try to fix the leaking from the AC return vent. We got to call Renogy, the company that makes our solar panels and our batteries, to ask about the charging issues. I did submit a form online, and I'm supposed to be hearing back from somebody in 24 hours. We already did one of these things, drill holes in our bed for ventilation for our inverter charger and our batteries. We should have done that a long time ago. People on here on YouTube have been commenting, telling us to do that, and I wish we would have done that initially. So that was our mistake. Make sure you have good ventilation for your inverter, your battery system, all that stuff. We need to clean the camper interior. It's really gross in there and it's just stressing both of us out. We would like to get the truck cleaned out because it's also just messy in there. We haven't done a good clean out in a few weeks, and when you're living on the road, things just get very messy very fast. And on the back we have part 2. These are really bonus items in case we could get to it. We want to paint the wheels because, I don't know if you can see on here, but we have some rust that's starting to build up on our wheels, and we would like to clean some of the scuffs off the camper. Please remember, it's not always an adventure when you're living out of an RV. Well, it's not always a fun adventure. Sometimes it's a stressful adventure, and sometimes you're extremely busy fixing things. It's just funny because I think people think we're on vacation every single day, and that is so not the case. Cole is finishing up work, his normal day job right now, and then we're gonna get cracking on some of these things. So I'll try my best to show you. It's probably gonna be a pretty messy video, pretty all over the place, so just bear with us. And before we jump into the repairs, I just want to remind people to please subscribe to this channel. We post videos like this and also fun adventure videos twice a week, Mondays and Fridays. So hit that subscribe button, and here we go. All right, spoiler alert, we did not get through that whole to-do list, but we started with the dripping AC return vent. See anything?
Yeah, it's just coming from around the seal up there. There's probably just condensation. Like it's wet. Come over on the side. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like that seal.
So it's probably condensation?
It's just condensation from up top.
Should we like put something in here to make that seal a little bit tighter?
I don't know.
All right, well, it doesn't seem to be a horrible issue. Moving on to the solar issues. We shut off the inverter and then shut off the battery switch to shut all power off. Now Cole's gonna go unplug from shore power. We're just trying to reboot, I guess. It's just really stressful.
So, technically, you should be able to turn this back on. The inverter's turned off.
Do you want to try the solar? Well, first let's turn the inverter on. It's a lovely sound, truly.
I'm trying to turn the solar on.
So this little top light should light up if our solar is working. It's hard to tell on camera. It looks like it's lighting up, but it's actually not. It's always just kind of a dull light, but it will really light up if it's working, and that didn't happen.
Off with the inverter on.
No, let's shut the inverter off first. All right, the next step was to cover our solar panels because now we're going to start actually taking wires out of the different components. We needed some shoes to put on top of the rug that we used to cover the panels to keep it in place. Do you want to go in the truck?
So it goes red, black, red, black.
So here we're just disconnecting power to the charge controller.
So now there's nothing powering.
So we wait.
They said 2 minutes in the thing.
2 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's gonna work?
Probably not. None of the connections look loose up top.
We have beer sitting on the floor.
With some sandpaper.
With some sandpaper. Luxury living. And then we used my much smaller hands to try to put the wires back into the charge controller. The light indicating that our solar panels were working still did not come on. So now we're gonna see if the problem is with this mini circuit breaker that basically connects the power from the solar panels to the charge controller. It's like a cutoff switch for our solar panels. Think that's it?
Yeah. Look.
Be careful.
It's not even connected. Look.
Yikes. So to summarize, the wire that is connected to the solar cutoff switch
From the solar panels.
From the solar panels isn't connected at all. It's burnt.
Okay.
So do you think we need a whole new wire, or do you think we just need a new switch? Like, does that mean the wire has gone bad?
No, it just burnt that switch right there.
Let's shut everything off, then cover the solar panels. So we're gonna check out Home Depot because we think we can get another one of those switches that shuts off and turns on the solar system.
Basically looks like a breaker box.
And if you couldn't tell, this is the issue. It's all burnt right there. 4 stores. 3 or 4 stores. We didn't find anything, so we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna try to go to an electrical store tomorrow when it's open, and if we don't find one there, we're just gonna have to order something and not be able to use our solar until we get it. In the meantime, we just decided to cover the ends of those 2 cables with electrical tape. All right, party people. Here we are now, a few days later. We never found that switch, which is actually a miniature circuit breaker. Never found it at any electrical supply store. I tried 3, no luck, so ended up ordering it. We're supposed to have it picked up by today, but unfortunately our plans have changed in terms of our route, and we are stuck in the Pacific Northwest right now, which isn't a horrible place to be stuck. We need to fix our truck. That is why we had to change our plans. We're having some serious truck issues in addition to the solar issues. So that will come in a later video. We'll explain what's going on with that. And that is why we are currently in the Seattle area, because we need to get our truck addressed. I don't know if that means getting a new truck. I don't know if that means getting our current truck fixed. We're trying to figure that out right now. And we have some good friends who are letting us stay on their property while we wait to fix that. Our solar issues should be resolved once we get that breaker. We should have it in 2 days. Big change of plans, but
It's part of life.
it's part of life. That's all for now. Subscribe to continue following this journey. We so appreciate it. Bye.